beautiful Pisces. So guys, this is your reading for mid-July 2025. Hope you're well. Thank you guys for being here. Now Pisces, this is the third time I've tried to record your reading. First of all, the words kept getting stuck in my throat, and then I felt a tickle in my throat and I had to stop the camera because I was coughing, which is really unusual. I just don't do that. I'm very well. Third time Pisces, it's as if I had a frog in my throat and I was just constantly clearing my throat. And again, it's not that normal for me. So I feel as if you might have been deliberating over something. It may be Pisces, you want to talk to someone very seriously. It may be Pisces, you've just been deliberating something, you know, do I do this, don't I don't know. You may have sort of jumped forward and then stepped back, looked at it again and stepped back. And what you're realizing now is, I've just got to do it. I've just got to do it. So whatever this is, it's quite a big deal. It could be anything, guys. It could be for the third morning in a row, you got in your car is a bit dicky. You're thinking, okay, I know I need a new car. It's going to be super expensive to repair the issue. I know what the issue is. All right, got to look for a new car. It could be Pisces, you walk into your kitchen. And for the last 5 years, you walked into your kitchen and you're thinking to yourself, I hate this kitchen. It's really old-fashioned. All the doors to the cabinets keep sticking and irritating me. I just hate it. But you've been putting off thinking about maybe looking for a new kitchen because, you know, it's going to be expensive. You might have been on the fence about someone. Whatever this is, Pisces, no more deliberating, no more sort of inching forward and then running back again, inching forward, running back again. Symbolically in your head, you're jumping in. You're jumping in, okay? And oh my goodness, someone here has been holding back a lot, and possibly for quite a long time, from doing something or saying something or purchasing something. But Pisces, you can't wait any longer. You can't deal with this anymore. You're just doing it. You may be trying to find a way around a situation. I don't know why. I'm just seeing somebody following a path and they're thinking, if I take a different route, it's going to be shorter. And so they're jumping off the path they're on and they're heading off on sort of a shortcut. And it's not going to be as scenic, it's not going to be as pretty, but they're going to get there sooner. Or they may be taking a shortcut because if they take the long way round, they may change their mind as they're wandering. It's as if you're jumping into something, Pisces, because you're deciding, I know I want to do this. It's been on my mind for so long, I just haven't done anything about this. You're making a snap decision, Pisces, before you change your mind, is what I'm getting here. Okay, guys, so we are looking at the Tarot of Mystical Moments for your reading for this particular period of time. If you want a private reading, you can book a reading with me. My website's down below. And all the decks are listed. If you want to become a member, membership is listed down below. Why do I feel as if my brain is sort of foggy? I think, Pisces, you have been putting this off for a long time. But it's as if I can't put this off any longer. No, 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 no. You may just wake up one morning and jump out of bed and think, okay, right, it's today. It's today. I'm not getting anything negative, but this would have relatively serious consequences. I mean, this could be you thinking about spending a large amount of money. I mean, a new car is not cheap. A new kitchen is quite expensive. Even if you get one from, I don't know, a DIY place and put it together, it's still a few thousand, right? You may be thinking that you've got to tell someone something, but you've been holding back. All right, guys. Yeah, Eight of Swords, Pisces. You have been trapped in your head. You've been keeping yourself in a mental prison. No more. No more, Pisces. No more thinking, no more deliberating, no more dragging your feet, no more delays. I'm hearing no more backing off out of fear. Okay. King of Cups. Okay, Pisces. Is this love, Pisces? Or is this you knowing this would make you incredibly happy, and you may have moved into your masculine energy to just take charge and do this? Okay, guys. In the past, Judgment, Sagittarian energy. The divine asked you to make a serious decision in the past to take charge of this, and I don't think you did. After that time, Pisces, Six of Cups, you kept looking at the past, or you may have sat in a bit of nostalgia for some reason. Still not saying anything. A lot in your mind, Pisces, but you didn't voice your thoughts. You didn't take action. You just ruminated. Is the word coming through? Ruminated. Okay. In your thoughts, guys, the Ace of Swords, you know the truth, and you've also got the key. I don't know why that is particularly important. So before, Pisces, you may have felt you wanted to say something or do something or go for something, but you couldn't do it in the past. It wasn't the right time, or you didn't have the resources, or you didn't know quite what to say. Everything in your mind has sort of come together now, Pisces, and what you're thinking about is, it's either now or I just don't bother. I just don't do this. In the immediate future, guys, the moon. You don't quite know how this is going to work out. You don't quite know what someone's going to say. You're not quite sure if you are doing the right thing, but it's as if you're fed up of overthinking and overanalyzing this. You're sick of it. So you're embracing the fear and jumping in. In your fears, guys, is the Five of Cups. Fearing that you're not going to receive the response that you want, or worried that somebody's going to push against this, or worried, Pisces, that once you have purchased this, you're going to think to yourself, oh, that was a bit of a waste of money. Why did I do that? You're just sat in fear, guys. A lot of fear coming through, Pisces. What is this? In the environment is Justice. So Pisces, this is someone who believes that this would bring balance to your life. This is someone who feels that this will be a good idea. This may represent a legal contract of sorts. Or for some of you, Pisces, you're straight up wanting to have a conversation with a Libra. In your hopes, Pisces, the Knight of Pentacles. Guys, you're either hoping that someone is going to agree to collaborate with you, and it could be in terms of a contract, a business, a purchase. Or you may be hoping, Pisces, that with the Knight of Pentacles, it's not too late. You may have had your eye on something or someone, and what you've been thinking about is, I know I've been delaying. I know I've been dragging my feet. I wonder if it's going to be too late. The outcome, guys, Four of Pentacles. What I'm actually immediately hearing is, once you have got a yes, or once you've decided to do this, to go for this, to have this conversation, to make this purchase, you're going to hang on to it. As if your life depends on it. I'm hanging on to this. I'm hanging on to this. I've waited for this and waited for this. I'm hanging on to it. There may be some financial consequences for some of you. You may be looking at your finances thinking, oh gosh, well, that was a little bit expensive, but right? It's going to see me through for the next 10 years or 20 years. If this is someone, Pisces, what you're telling yourself is, if this person says yes, or if this person is receptive, I'm never going to let them go. You could be asking someone a really serious question. You could be asking someone to move in with you. You could be finding out how they feel about you. All right, guys. Clarification, King of Swords. So you may want to talk to someone about a legal contract, or you could be speaking to an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. The High Priestess, you're trying to use your intuition as to what this person's response is going to be. Interesting. You haven't talked about this before, or you haven't broached this subject with this person previously, but you've done a lot of thinking about this, a lot of thinking. Whoever is sat in justice, they may be saying to you, have you thought about the consequences? Or I hope this is going to be balanced, or please sign here on this piece of paper. And you're sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, I'm about to sign my life away. They're just sitting in a logical place, Pisces. They want this to be completely balanced. This is someone who's looking for a beautiful relationship with equal give and take. Or this is someone who may be a store owner who wants to make sure that you sign on the dotted line and everything is filled in properly. You have paid the deposit, you've set up installments if that's relevant. This is somebody who is crossing the T's and dotting the I's, potentially. Could be anything though, people. Their energy, the Queen of Swords. Yes, this is someone very logical. Wow. This is someone who is looking into the future, or this is someone who sees you coming. Eight of Pentacles. This is someone who is either highly creative. You could be deciding to talk to someone about working together, working in collaboration. Or this is someone who is selling you a product that they've created, which you've had your eye on for the longest time. This is a beautiful item. Look at this thing. This is gorgeous. This is someone painting a butterfly wing. This could be a beautiful piece of art. You've thought about this and wanted this and thought to yourself, no, it's a little bit extravagant. And what you're realizing is, to hell with it. I just want it. I feel as if it's mine. I feel as if it's made for me. And this person's super excited, but they want to make sure that you can afford it. You're there getting really excited, looking at this thing, whatever this is, and they're just wanting to make sure that they lock down the details, right? What's your bank account again, Pisces, right? Yeah, can I just check that you're good for the credit or something? So guys, this could be anything. It could be a purchase. It could be a person. But whatever this is, you've been deliberating, ruminating about this, wanting to take action for the longest time. I feel it's going to be successful. I also feel, Pisces, that once it has been achieved, or this person has said yes, you're not going to let this go. You're going to hang on to this. Underneath the deck, my beautiful Pisces, Seven of Pentacles. You may have learned some painful lessons in the past. It may be, oh, I kept choosing the wrong types of people. It could be, Pisces, oh, I spent too much money in the past. You've definitely learned lessons, and you're consciously aware that you want to be very careful with this. Five of Wands. You may be creating a plan, or you may be moving money from one account to another. You may be looking at ways of affording this so that your cash flow isn't going to be disrupted. It might be this is you wanting to be with someone, but Pisces, it could be rather complicated. It could be rather complicated, whatever that means. It could be that you two live in different areas. It could be that one of you has dependents. It could be children from a previous marriage. It could be looking after elderly parents. Whatever this is for you, it is slightly complicated. If this is a purchase, Pisces, you may need to make room for this. So if this is you wanting a new kitchen, the kitchen that you want is not going to fit into the space that you've got. So you're going to have to make some alterations to your current kitchen and, of course, remove the kitchen that's already there. How are you going to do this? How long is it going to take you to get everything the way you want it? If this is a new car, Pisces, you may be thinking, well, yeah, but I want to make sure that it's really secure. and I don't know if it's going to fit in the garage. So you may be clearing out the garage to make room, or you may be ensuring that if you purchase the car, you've got a super up-to-date alarm system on the car. It's a little bit complicated, but Pisces, you've really wanted this. You really wanted this. So here we go, guys. Archangel Michael, why is Pisces sat in their head thinking about the King of Cups, or you could be the King of Cups, really, really wanting something. 3 of Wands. Hoping your ships are going to come in, or thinking how wonderful it would be if you could have achieved this. Up until now, Pisces, you've been holding back. You've been holding back from really seriously looking at doing this because you were either afraid it was going to rock your stability, or you might have been afraid, Pisces, it just would have been too difficult to achieve. If this is an item, Pisces, you may have had to travel extensively to go and see this, view this, and then there might be a substantial cost pertaining to delivering this. You may be thinking, oh, okay, I've got to get it insured so it's not damaged in transit. Also, I'm covered for any damage in transit. This is not a simple situation or a simple purchase. It is a little bit convoluted. Tell us more about this. Tell us more about this. 6 of Pentacles. You may have talked to a friend of yours about this. Oh, I so want this. They may have given you advice. They may have said, wait, Pisces, don't do anything rash. They may have said to you, I think that's a really good idea. So you may have brainstormed with this person. You may have been looking at your finances, thinking, okay, could I really afford this? Or is it a bit extravagant of me? Guys, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. You guys will tell me. The Magician. Yeah. Pisces, it's time to manifest what you're wanting. Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, it is time. It's time to manifest this thing that you have been wanting, dreaming of, praying for. It is simply time. Okay, guys, no more deliberating. Otherwise, I'm hearing you're just going to drive yourself crazy. So, in the past, Pisces, you made a judgment call. And I think the judgment call was just to disregard this, to stop thinking about it. You walked away from going for this. You just walked away from pursuing this. Yeah, 5 of Swords. You may have leapt in this direction of whatever this was, and then pulled back and thought, oh, hang on, no. I don't think I should do this. I don't think I should do this. Knight of Cups. Oh, but you really wanted to. You really wanted to revel in the beautiful energy of, oh, I've got it, right? I've got it. I've got it. Or I've got them. Whatever this is, 3 of Cups. Pisces, I think you may have spoken to more than one person about wanting to achieve this. It might be that one person said, hold on, Pisces, I wouldn't do it yet. It may be another person said, oh, I think it's too risky. No, forget about this. Forget about this, Pisces. No. It might be that another person said, I'd go for it if I were you. So you might have sat there feeling really confused, thinking, well, I've asked the advice of 3 people in my life. They've all said different things. I don't know what to do. But you sat there looking at the past, because I think whatever advice you received in the past, Pisces, it just confused you even more. So you just decided to hold back. Yeah. You weren't ready, Pisces. In the immediate past, you weren't ready, yeah. But you kept yourself busy. You didn't want to think about this too much. You kept yourself busy. You may also have been juggling money. You may have been juggling money. 7 of Cups. You may have fantasized about this. Or the 7 of Cups, you may have sort of turned your back on this option, this thing. and looked at other opportunities. Got involved with other things, Pisces, maybe, but Page of Wands, you kept your eye on this. This could be you realizing that the person you wanted to be with was still single. This is you realizing that that beautiful kitchen that you've seen in their storeroom was still available, still on offer. This could be you driving past a car showroom, looking at a beautiful car, thinking, oh God, it's still there. It's still there, but no. I'm going to stick with this old wreck because a new car is going to be quite expensive. In the past, Pisces, you kept an eye on this, but you just kept moving forward. You kept moving forward. What you're thinking about now is, okay, enough thinking about this. I've looked at other options, not happy. I've been deliberating about this for so long. Okay, it's time to make a move. It's time to put one foot in front of the other and actually do it. Go for it. Because you know the truth. You've got the key. You can achieve this. And so this is what you're doing. All right. What is the Ace of Swords? This is what's on your mind. I know I can do this. I know I have what it takes. Ace of Pentacles. So Pisces, this is you thinking, I saved up the money. If I do this by installments and put down a large amount of money, this will be affordable. It's not reckless. It's achievable. And I'm not going to feel guilty about this. Could be the same thing if you're looking for a car. If this is a person, Pisces, you may have been held in a long-term commitment and now you've moved out of living with your partner, Ace of Pentacles. You could be living separately, okay, still legally married, but officially legally separated. And for some of you, you're thinking that might be enough for someone you've had your eye on to open the door. Because you're halfway out of your previous relationship. They're more likely to say, okay, yes, I'll date you. This is what you want, guys. This is what you want. The Fool. And you're going to go for it. You're going to go for it. Pisces. Let's have a look. But Pisces, you know, you're going to take it really slowly when you do go for it. This is you taking a day off work and thinking, okay, this has to be done properly. I want to really enjoy this. I want to soak in this memory. If this is you buying a new car, Pisces, you're not just going to go and talk to the car showroom manager for a couple of hours and then sort of scoot back to work. No, you're going to take the day off. You're going to get there really early. You're going to wander around the showroom, making sure this particular car that you've looked at for months is really right for you. You're going to take it for a test drive. You're going to check the beautiful seats. You're going to look at the alarm system. And then you may go and have lunch and dream about owning this car. And then finally, you're going to go back later in the afternoon and say, yes, wonderful. Let's sort out the paperwork. You're going to take your time. Because you want to revel in this. Because remember, Pisces, this has been something that's been on your mind for such a long time. If this is a beautiful kitchen, you're not going to dash in and out with bags of shopping. Yeah, I just want to talk to you about the fact that I want that kitchen. No. You're going to talk to the manager. You're going to check out the appliances. You're going to see whether or not you really want that lovely kitchen counter, whether or not there are other options. Do you do other colours? You're going to think about the handles of all these units. Do I want them chrome? Do I want them in a sort of matte gold? Do I want them to look modern? Do I want them to look more traditional? You're looking at the details. I know it sounds crazy, guys, but you have had this on your mind for such a long time. You're not going to rush the process. Absolutely not. You want to revel in every single second of doing this. So you're moving towards this, but at snail's pace. In the immediate future, guys, we have the moon. This is go time. And we've got justice. Now, this is you suddenly getting cold feet. This is you about to sign a legal document. relating to the car, relating to the kitchen, relating to a beautiful piece of art, whatever this is. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, it is actually still quite a lot of money. Even though you may be paying in installments, even though this may be reduced, I don't know, you're still thinking, oh gosh. But you are going to do it. If this is someone you're approaching, Pisces, you're a bit nervous that they're going to be very blunt with you and say, well, hang on, Pisces, I thought you were still married, right? Or can you just let me know what your situation is, because I want to make sure you're single. And this is you thinking, well, I'm halfway out of a relationship. Is it a really big deal for this person that I'm not actually fully divorced yet? So, Archangel Michael, when do we have the moon and justice for my Pisces? Thank you, Michael. He's telling me early August. Do we have any specific? Okay, the 5th to the 11th of August. He's telling me there are going to be 2 visits. So, Pisces, if you are purchasing something, you're going for this, giving whoever is selling it to you your details. You have a spec of the car that you're really looking for. They want to make sure that this particular car you've seen ticks all your boxes. They may want to do a credit check. They may ask you for a deposit. And then you're going to go back again. Look at it again, or maybe the car or the kitchen needs to be delivered to the warehouse. You're going to check it out before they deliver it to you. Or they may say to you, Pisces, we're going to give you a ring in a couple of weeks and you can come back and check the details. Something like that. If this is a person, Pisces, they may say to you, well, I'm not sure about this, but I guess we can talk about it. But they do want a balanced relationship. If this is someone, they're not messing around. This is someone who works very hard. This is somebody very serious about their life. This is someone who is pretty articulate and can be quite blunt. So you may approach this person initially, Pisces, talk to this person about what's on your mind. And then they may say to you, okay, well, let's get together next month, maybe. I'm really busy right now. And so you're going to go back to them the following month. There's going to be 2 visitations. That's what I'm getting here. Let's have a look at this person's energy. They're sitting in justice. They could be talking about a contract. They could be wanting to make sure this would be balanced. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. This is someone who may on the outside seem as if they're very relaxed about this, very calm about this, but their mind is working overtime, right? Their mind is working overtime. They're actually very logical. They want to make sure that this is done correctly. This is right. I'm hearing this is moral. Okay. What's on their mind? The 10 of Pentacles. Because this is either a lot of money, relatively, guys, that we're talking about. Could be, if we're talking about a car, a kitchen, we could be looking at a down payment of a few thousand, right? It's quite a lot of money. Or this is someone, Pisces, who wants to make sure that you're ready to fully detach from a situation you're in before they welcome you into their life fully. They do not want to be put in some kind of dodgy third-party situation. They don't. They want to make sure that this is going to work out. They're thinking about the 10 of Pentacles. What are they saying to you? 2 of Wands. They may say to you, okay, well, we've had a nice chat. Why don't you come back another time? This is someone who wants to make sure you are totally sure, is what I'm getting. They also want to make sure, Pisces, that you're serious about this. They don't want to deal with somebody who may be wasting their time in the nicest sense. Okay? 8 of Wands, yes. I mean, what they may be saying is, well, thank you for the details, or thank you for letting me know how you feel. Why don't we catch up later on? Or why don't we catch up next month or next week or at the weekend? It's as if they want to give you time to really think about whether or not you really do want this. Because they may sense, Pisces, that you're sat in a bit of fear. The moon, it's, oh my gosh, it's a lot of money. They may sense that and feel that you're not quite certain. Or they may feel, Pisces, that you may be hiding the fact that you're not sure if you really want to completely detach from the partner you're with. They want to make sure that this isn't you just wanting to see if this person is interested in you, you know? They don't want, I'm hearing again, to deal with somebody wasting their time. They're going to be pretty blunt about that. What's on your mind, Pisces? What's on your mind? You're sat in fear. 5 Pentacles. Okay, guys. Now, you're either fearful that this is going to be a lot of money from your savings, or after purchasing this, you're just going to be left with 5 Pentacles, even though this is obviously something very important. Everybody needs to have a decent kitchen. If you do a lot of traveling, or if you live somewhere remote, you need to have a car, right? So you know that this is essential, but it's still quite costly. If this is you approaching someone, Pisces, what is filling you with fear, what you're hiding, is the fact that you're not totally certain that you really want to divorce because you're going to lose too much money. So what you're not telling this person, if this is someone you're interested in, is that, well, yes, you formally separated, you've moved out of living with your partner, but you don't think you really want to divorce. You haven't told this person that yet. Because you may feel that if you do, they're simply going to turn around and say, oh, well, you're still legally married, okay, and you don't want a divorce. You may feel they're just going to say no. Pisces, I don't think this is you, if that's the case, wanting to pull the wool over this person's eyes, wanting to be a bit sneaky about this, but you may just feel, I don't want to get into that conversation yet because I haven't totally made up my mind. You could be sat on the fence. I don't really know if I do want a divorce, right? Well, I'm not going to tell this person I'm sitting on the fence about this because I may agree to. I may decide it's the best thing to do. I think this is you just touching base with someone that you've wanted to be with for a long time. If this is about a person. What else are you considering here? Temperance. You may be thinking of a Sagittarian. Or you may be feeling, Pisces, this has been a long time coming. You've dreamed about this, you've wished for this, you've wanted this for such a long time. You're fed up coasting, Pisces. This is what you want, right? You don't want to just sit there thinking about this any longer. It's been driving you crazy. Yeah, the star. This is going to fulfill some kind of wish. I mean, I don't know, guys, if you are male or female, someone who loves their kitchen, loves cooking, loves entertaining, whatever this is, you may be dreaming of a super duper nice glossy kitchen with an incredible oven, maybe an Aga, or maybe something really flash and modern. You may have been dreaming of stepping into this new car, the brand new scent in a car, right? The fabulous stereo system, the alloys on the wheels. You've been dreaming about this. Let's have a look at the energy between you two. The sun, okay. Pisces, it may well be, if this is an item, whatever this is, you just can't hide how happy this is going to make you. I mean, this is you running your hands along a kitchen counter or sitting in a brand new car with the door open in the showroom thinking, oh my God, I love this. You just can't hide your excitement. This is exactly what you wanted. If this is a person, Pisces, they may be a bit shy with you for some reason. They may think, oh, okay, Pisces is really interested. It may make them happy, but there's a sense that they want to be sure that you are sure, or they want to be sure, Pisces, that this isn't going to cause them any problems in their life. Why are you detaching from the person you're with? Is your person going to come running after them with a machete, right? So Pisces, this person may question you about your previous relationship. They may not even know if you've got kids or not, right? There needs to be a lot of conversation. But in theory, Pisces, I think this person is wanting to at least look at this. So guys, what you're hoping with the Knight of Pentacles is to do everything right, to do everything step by step. This is you paying a deposit. This is you setting up installments, or this is you letting this person know that you are serious. You are looking for a commitment in the future. With the Four of Pentacles, Pisces, I think this is going to be something you're going to achieve. But this is you either holding back from rushing into this relationship, you're taking this very slowly, or this is you thinking to yourself, after I've made this purchase, I'm not buying anything for the next few months. This is it for this year. That's it, right? So let's have a look at the Four of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Yes, Pisces, you are anchoring yourself to this. You're getting out of your head, you're releasing your fears, and you're going for it. I'm almost seeing this as, you know, in fairgrounds, they have one of those machines with an electronic hook, and the hook tries to pick up something in this big bowl. Usually it's a soft toy or something, and if the hook catches hold of a toy, you've won the toy. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing. Pisces, you are anchoring yourself to this. You're deciding to go for this. You're no longer sitting up in your head. Beautiful. The Hanged Man. This is you. I feel, Pisces, you may be looking at the situation differently. You may be thinking to yourself, you know what? Why did I self-sacrifice coping with that disgusting kitchen for the last 15 years? Why didn't I do this before? Or why didn't I think about purchasing a new car before? Right? Gosh, I should have done this ages ago. It wasn't that much money. The installments were reasonable. Yeah, you're looking at things differently, Pisces. If this is someone you're getting to know, what you're realizing is they are wanting to spend time with you. They are wanting to develop this, but they were just a bit nervous of being sort of, in the nicest sense, maneuvered into a third-party situation. You're realizing they had every right to ask those pretty personal questions. They needed to know what they were getting into. Yes, guys. Victory and success. It's all going to be smooth sailing from here on, Pisces. All smooth sailing from here on, Pisces. Ace of Wands. Beautiful. And you're inspired. If this is a new car, Pisces, you are getting out the map and you're thinking, okay, road trip. Let's christen this car. If this is a new kitchen, Pisces, you're digging out your old cookery books and you're thinking, okay, so exciting, so exciting. I'm going to make a beautiful new cake, brand new recipe. You may be getting people round to have a look at your beautiful new glossy kitchen. If this is a person, Pisces, you're realizing they had these feelings for you all along. But with the Ace of Wands, they may have been holding back up until this point of time. This is where the passion is unleashed. You guys may be heading off for a long weekend somewhere. Nice little B&B. Page of Pentacles. There could be talk about an opportunity. Or you could be talking about children for some of you. For others of you, this is someone turning up at your house with a little gift. Maybe you're inviting them round to see your new car or your new kitchen. Guys, Ace of Cups. You may bore people waffling on about your new kitchen, Pisces. People may be raising their eyebrows. Oh, God, they're talking about the new kitchen again. But you just absolutely love it. It may be, Pisces, you're there banging on about your car. Oh, my God, it goes 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. It's got an incredible stereo system. Oh, it's just so beautiful to sit in. You could be just in love with your new car. Or Pisces, this is you realizing that with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, this is a beautiful relationship that's going to take off. Your person may be slightly nervous about your situation, but you've confirmed to them you do want to commit. You are looking at this long term. And there's also a sense, Pisces, here that you're fulfilling, again, some kind of dream, some kind of wish. Yes, it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything. It's going to make you feel more excited, more alive, more inspired, whatever this is. And there's also a sense, guys, that you're sort of wrapping up an old chapter of your life where you might have just felt a bit down or a bit disappointed or a bit flat because you've got something exciting to get your teeth into now, right? Yes. Pisces, you're wrapping up a previous chapter of your life. Yes. So guys, a fun reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do let me know how this resonated for you. Take care of you. And of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.